What's up, internet? Cory's Gaming here. It's a weekly vlog. Heard a little bit of thunder, so I got not one, but two cats freaking out. They don't know what to do with themselves. They don't want to go outside, but they do. But they really don't. I don't know. Got some real shit to talk to you about, like realer shit than usual. So I'm not gonna show you any pictures because it's really gross. But if you want to Google, you can basically get a decent idea. But I've been using Old Spice High Endurance Sport deodorant for like 6 months now, and for some reason over this last weekend, I didn't mention it back then, but like last weekly vlog, I was suffering from it, but I've developed chemical burns in my armpits. And like I said, it's very gross, very bloody, and if you want to Google what that might look like, that's up to you. That's very fucked up. So I just kind of wanted to warn you guys, if you happen to use Old Spice products, that might be a possibility for you in the future. I understand it's only like a certain percentage of people will suffer that. And there's some controversy as to what actually causes it. Whether it's an allergic reaction that develops over time. I honestly don't know. I haven't seen my doctor. I'm seeing him this week. But basically, the gist of it is armpits, bloody, painful. I can't really lift my arms any higher than this without extreme pain. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm going through. It's a weekly vlog, you know. It gets real sometimes, I guess. I wonder if I should let these cats out. Nah, they can stay inside. If I let them out, they're just gonna hide under a car or something, so. Let me know if you've ever had to deal with some shit like that, where, some company, like Old Spice or something, that, like, has a product that just fucks you up royally. Like, this is some of the worst pain I've been in, and I understand that's probably, you know, me being bitch made or whatever, but it sucks. Like, look at Google some pictures. Like, it looks terrible, and honestly, we have pictures. I'm not gonna show them here because it's, like I said, it's gross. I don't want to gross you guys out, but if you do Google those pictures, understand that everything we looked at doesn't look as bad as what my armpits look like. Like, mine are worse looking than any of those other fuckers. Like, I got it the worst, I feel. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Hey guys, just leaving the grid here. Sold a handful of PSP games and random games that Carl didn't have in his collection to him. Made a quick $100. Gotta get home, sell some, well, ship some stuff that sold on eBay. This is the first month, or the first week, or the first paycheck, I guess, of this new savings and budget we're doing, so let's hope we can stick to it. Hoping Alicia gets home in time to go gets home in time to do some shopping tonight. It's because we kind of fucked up and didn't do any grocery shopping on all the days we had off, so there's no lunch meat for sandwiches, there's barely any snacks. Like, we literally just have a refrigerator full of meat and a freezer full of meat. It's not gonna help me for work. About to test out a return. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but this guy said that the disc I sent him was suffering from disc rot. And right off the bat, I can tell you I don't believe this is the disc I sent him, because he had messaged me beforehand asking me if there were any scratches, stickers, etc. on it. And I took a look, and there's no stickers, obviously. And I also didn't notice any scratches, whereas now I can definitely see that's not going to pick up on here, because that's how video works. There's like no good angle I could really show this at. Like through the phone, even right now, it looks like it's perfect, but I can see like a bunch of little scratches. However, he said it was disc rot, and what he's describing I'm not seeing. So got my PS2 booted up, gonna see if it plays and see if he's just a bullshit artist like most of the people on eBay. Hey, it works. Who knew? I don't even have a controller plugged in, so that's as far as we're gonna get. But it's obviously running. Maybe he just wanted a condition upgrade for himself. Regardless, I'm going to be blocking him on eBay, just to avoid this ever happening again. If you're new to eBay, or if you sell on eBay, I feel like it's a pretty good warning if anybody ever messages you about the condition, and this isn't going to be a blanket statement, but it's just like in my experience, anybody that messages you about the condition of your item before they buy it is probably gonna bullshit you in some way. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, disagree, what have you. So I figured I'd go a little bit more in depth with this. So let's see. So this is what they sent me originally. Reason for return: doesn't work or defective. The disk is suffering from disk rot, meaning that due to oxidization in the data layer of the disk, there are these pockets of data missing, and the game is likely to crash or freeze at some point when the laser reading the disk hits one of the rotted out data pockets. I have included pictures that show the disk rot, which appears as clusters of pinprick-sized, sparkly metallic dots inside the black bottom layer of the disk. Now, we saw the disk earlier. We didn't see any of those. He basically just sent me back a much more scratchy disc than the one I sent him. I had sent him a message immediately saying, I'll accept your return because I know how eBay works, always siding with the buyer regardless, but I know that looks nothing like what I saw when you asked me the condition of the disc. So I approved the return, got the stuff back today, refunded him. Let's show the pictures that he sent me. Look at this. Look at this. It's like he either... It reminds me of the fucking Dave Chappelle skit with the cops sprinkling crack on people to like make them guilty. Like, that's what it looks like. It looks like he emptied a salt shaker onto the disc. Let's see if there's another picture that will load. Here's another one. Once again, like, I was looking at this disc up close. Now, unless he was looking at this disc through a microscope and somehow taking these pictures, that's not present on the disc. And even so, even if it were, he's basically saying that because of these scratches, it's likely not to play. So that basically tells me he never even put it in his system. Let me know what you think about this. It's already a done deal. Like, it's done. Fuck this guy. I've blocked him. But the fact that he didn't respond to me when I sent him that, in my opinion, is kind of an admission of guilt. Because I know if someone had accused me of foul play, I probably would have fired back with something. A wonderful chicken grinder behind my DM shield. Shit. Time for my last day of work this week. It's Friday. And you know how I've been going on a lot of like little mini vacations, taking days off during the week. I'm all out of vacation days, so. And of course that happens to coincide with us getting hours back. So I'm pretty much back up to 40 hours a week, which is good, I guess, for my wallet. Like, I'm trying to convince myself, because more money, that's a good thing, but that last hour every day always fucking drags. So being there an extra hour on top of that, yeah, it's gonna suck. Today's the first day of that, so I'm working 8 to 4. Then I gotta come home, ship out some stuff, and start getting ready for the trade event that's happening this weekend at the Newington Retro Games Plus. Hopefully gonna be doing pretty good there. I'm gonna actually set up a table. Normally I just bring my bag, my clear bag, so people can see what I have. I'm gonna set up a table this time. Last time I set up a table, I actually ended up selling pretty much everything to someone who has a local store and got a pretty good deal, but that was like for Ireland. So like I got a nice chunk of change leading into Ireland. So I'm hoping I could do something similar. I don't necessarily believe I'm going to sell it all to one person, but I'm giving out pretty good deals. For the most part, it's like 25% off of what it costs on eBay, which for a trade event is, in my opinion, perfectly fine. Like, if I'm charging you $75 for a $100 game, be fucking thankful, because anything less than that and I'm just getting raped, you know. But let me know how your week is going. Let me know what you've been up to, because I feel like all I've been doing is working on selling games all week, like all my extra time. Like on Wednesday I sat down and I had to plan Dungeons and Dragons, and I had like fucking writer's block already. Like, so I was already having trouble coming up with an adventure for them, but we figured it out. It was a good time. Due to us bullshitting and eating food, we kind of only got through half of what I had planned, which is good, because that means I have some stuff planned for next time. But the way our schedules are working out, we're not going to be able to play for another like 3 weeks, because my friend Keith is going out of town for a week, and then we have scheduling issues the week after that. And what coincides with us getting more hours back is we're now mixing up the schedule a bit, so I'll be working less mornings, which is unfortunate, because, I mean, as arrogant as it is going to sound, I'm the best at what I do in my store, and you kind of need the best person in the morning. So I have a feeling we're going to end up learning that the hard way, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I've been rambling for long enough. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, keep it real, internet. I love you guys.
E to the U to the E, man. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Had a nigga in the truck, where the